afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. How y'all doing? It's Kaiser, and we are getting underway. This is our third and final video for today in kind of our lead up of just getting everybody caught up on what is going on with Star Wars right now. This one, a little bit disconnected from the Acolyte, but still part of the greater narrative of what is going on over at Disney and Lucasfilm. So, as you all know, a while back, right after the second season of Mandalorian wrapped, Gina Carano, actress who plays Cara Dune in the series of The Mandalorian, was fired over essentially a totally accurate, completely unassuming meme. But apparently, things just kind of continued to get out of hand and have continued since then. Now, as we all know, because we've seen a little bit of this earlier this year, Gina Carano has joined forces with Elon Musk and is suing Disney for her wrongful termination, even literally getting legal analysts to look at her case and saying that it's a pretty clear slam dunk. This is going to be a thing. And I mean, they've even tried to, they've just tried to dismiss her case. And yeah, it's not exactly been going well for them in that regard because, again, I mean, looking at what's been happening here. So I guess at last Wednesday's hearing, this was back on June 12th, a judge expressed skepticism that Gina Carano's lawsuit should be tossed before discovery is allowed to take place. So they actually want to get to the bottom of this. They are actually wanting to go ahead and get the documents in discovery. I guarantee you, if this does go to trial, I will cover this. I will go full law tube and cover this one gavel to gavel if this one does take place and if it is televised. Highly doubt that it will be, but if it is, I'll be right there. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how this all plays out in the long run. And recently, there was a bit of an interesting dust up because Gina Carano absolutely just eviscerated the Walt Disney Company as Mark Ruffalo, the absolute dunderhead that he is, makes a comparison that comparison of America to bad guys from WW2. Yeah. That happened, everybody. I would just like to make sure I point out that Mark Ruffalo, the moron that he is, sat there and compared America to a literal fascist regime in the 1940s in Germany. Yeah. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and read on through here and just kind of see what we got going. So let me just read this and break it down for you. The former Mandalorian actress Gina Carano shredded the Walt Disney Company in response to a post from Mark Ruffalo comparing the United States of America to Yahtzee, Deutschland. Ruffalo appeared to react to the U.S. Supreme Court ruling in a 6-3 decision on the former president's "I have some immunity from criminal prosecution for official acts during the tenure in office," unquote. He did not take to the ruling well and seemingly compared the U.S. to Yahtzee. He posted on X, "Just for the record, history is repeating itself," and this is the actual tweet in question from Mark Ruffalo. Let's just embiggen that so you can see in full HD what he said and what he did. Yep. Yeah, that's a brilliant move there, buddy. Carano responded to Ruffalo, writing on X, quote, "Double standards on full display. It's a constant and obvious elephant in the room for Hollywood. There is example after example, such as Mark Ruffalo's below, that prove this. Whom, by the way, I believe should have the right to express himself without getting fired, although I cringe at almost all of his political posts. He's an actor. He's a human being passionately engaging in something that he feels strongly about. It must be nice to must be a nice feeling to express yourself so freely. Oh, that's a burn. She added, quote, not everyone in this country has that privilege without having everything that they love taken from them. Do we wonder why he has that privilege and I did not? The answers are in my case. Absolutely dunking all over Mark Ruffalo. And yeah, I I absolutely love this. Just Gina looking out here, seeing this absolutely moronic tweet from Mark Ruffalo and just going full on.
So you have chosen death.
Woof. Moving on to another later quotation from the art from her full statement. Quote, Disney and Lucasfilm maliciously twisted the narrative of a meme I posted, which was encouraging neighbors not to demonize their neighbors, or history could repeat itself. They twisted the meme into saying that I was denigrating people off of their cultural and religious beliefs. It was suggested that I was comparing Republicans to the Jewish people in the Holocaust, something that I never said or posted, she asserted. Carano then declared, I called no one a Yahtzee. I did not deny the Holocaust. Read the last sentence again. I never did this, yet I was smeared as an anti-Semite. That doesn't seem to happen to a certain group of people who choose these comparisons as well. Why is that? The rules for thee and not for me group. So what are the rules exactly? Just absolutely tearing into these people and destroying their own narrative. Next, she stated, quote, a demoralized society becomes hungry for propaganda, willing to give up their rights and the rights of others. It causes division, drives societies to mob mentality, picking on a group of people, turning neighbor against neighbor. It's one of the largest reasons the gates were opened for the Yahtzees to come into power in the first place. This way of doing things cannot be what we base condemning and destroying people's livelihoods and careers off of. Quote, the media manipulates the masses so easily based on their affiliations with large corporations and powerful people who signal and encourage them who to destroy, she noted, unquote. Yeah. It is really interesting just to read her full quotation. And I'm not going to read the full thing because it is very, very long and want to try and keep this video fairly short. But yeah, you can actually go ahead and read it all for yourself. This is actually right here. The post is on X. You can go and read it right here. And yeah, literally responding directly to Mark Ruffalo's own tweet there. But yeah, it is definitely awesome to watch Gina just absolutely dunking on the mainstream media, dunking all over Disney and for everything that they did to absolutely just screw her over at really kind of the height of her popularity as far as this goes. And good on her for fighting so hard, continuing to keep putting up that fight. Kudos to Elon Musk for putting up with this and trying to actually put forward some help to get her that legal defense. If we want to ever see change in our lifetime, we have to have people that are willing to put their money where their mouth is, people that are willing to actually fight the hard fight and actually take it directly to these kinds of people that are actually doing this to society as a larger whole. So I am very glad to see that this is going forward. It looks like it is going to go toward discovery. I will keep you posted on that. More information as I get it. And as always, hit that like button. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. Ring the bell icon so you get notified whenever new videos go live. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.